With over 20 years of experience in this market, Duke Home Infusion offers a unique capacity to provide everything from interals to compounded chemotherapies and compounded neurological drugs and monoclonal antibodies, things that people come to Duke for. That level of care augments what we do in home hospice, in facility-based hospice, as well as in home health, and allows us to handle high acuity patients at home right where they want to be cared for.
This has been a big year for growth at Duke Home Infusion. We're hanging around 1,100 patients, maybe a little bit more than that. So when you think about that and compare that to Duke University Hospital, that's more patients than what Duke University Hospital has. So it's a big program.
There's a lot of things that differentiate us from other companies. I would say most importantly is the continuity of care, the fact that we do have the same people handling the same therapies. They're experts in their field. They communicate with the same providers over at the hospital, all the different referral sources, so that we can provide that feedback and continuity that's really important to make sure the patient's getting the care that they need.
We start the process by receiving a referral from the case manager. The clinical care coordinator immediately sends this information with the order from the physician to the infusion care coordinators and the pharmacists, where they immediately review the order. And not only do we assist in the infusion needs, but we look at the patient's full needs.
In the authorizations team, we contact the patient's insurance plan, we verify their benefits, we also ensure that we have the proper authorizations, therefore making sure that our patients don't have to have the risk of heavy financial burdens when it comes to their care.
As infusion nurse coordinators, we are somewhat the nucleus. We provide the care and coordination of patients that are going home from the hospital.
Our infusion teams are made up of a clinical pharmacist, a clinical nurse, and a patient service representative. So we all work in conjunction when the patient is discharged from the hospital. What sets us apart at Duke Home Infusion is that we are accessible to the patient at any time of the day, 24 hours a day. We always have a nurse on call, a pharmacist on call, and a warehouse representative on call. So anytime the patient needs to get a hold of us, they can do so.
And our job is to call the patients and speak with them and coordinate their supply needs. We are basically the liaison between the pharmacist and the patient. We have to speak with them and kind of go through a patient assessment with them to find out how they're doing on their therapy, what supply needs they have, and if there's any concerns or questions that they may have for the pharmacist.
I'm an IV technician that's responsible for making chemotherapy medications, antibiotics, and TPNs for the patients in which we care for. It's our job to go ahead and provide the most amount of comfort and sense of security to their families as best as we can. It's our job to go ahead and aseptically compound those medications, utilizing proper calculations which have been provided and verified by our pharmacists. We as IV technicians in turn will verify the information that's provided and go ahead and compound that medication in a particular dose in which we've been asked to do. And then what we do is we send it out to our ops pharmacists, who therefore go ahead and verify our work from there. We work as a team, but overall we work as a family. And because we work as a family, this allows us to come from an angle of passion. It's all about comfort and that sense of security for the families.
Part of my daily responsibility is to oversee the daily operations and also verify compounded doses and different therapies. So after that, we're gonna take the therapy and bring it to the warehouse to do the final step, which is verify the nursing supply and all other supply that patient needs to safely infuse at home.
Well, my official title is courier. However, I perform a number of different functions. I am a utility player, if you will. I've been cross-trained on a number of different responsibilities. So even though my title is still courier, I do warehouse functions like picking orders, packing in boxes, and preparing the shelves that you see around here with the stock as it comes in.
we go to a lot of trouble to try to get it right and get it there on time when the customer needs it. So if we have to ensure that we have a driver to go to Virginia tonight, we will do that.
Before I even see a patient, a lot of collaboration has gone into and a lot of coordination has gone into caring for a patient, even before I ring the doorbell. I like the team aspect of what I do. I also like caring for our patients. They're very kind, they're respectful, they're so appreciative of the care that we provide them in the home. And every day is different. It's a different home, it's a different person, a different personality, a different set of challenges to try to make an impact and to shed a little light on maybe a dark time in their life.
Being part of the health system, we are uniquely positioned to partner with a lot of great things that are happening at Duke.
In 2020, we had right around 50 successful sticks with the ultrasound. A lot of those patients had before had to go to clinic to have IVs placed or weren't even able to do home infusion.
We're now able to offer technology and things that are being done in the hospital in the home setting, where the patient can get the infusions they need in the home that used to be where they could only come into the infusion clinic to get it.
I like the work that we do, what we provide to the patients. It's just rewarding to know that you're helping somebody. So I like that. That's kind of kept me here. And I think working with patients in the home has always been a passion of mine. You get to see them where they really are at, whereas a hospital, it's kind of sterile. Whereas in the home, it's like, okay, now I understand why you're not able to take this medicine or eat this food. Let me give you some solutions. We take care of each other. Not only do we take care of our patients and their families, the nurses take care of each other. It's just rewarding.